Hey everyone, welcome to 996 The Howl. For the uninitiated, this is an unedited YouTube vlog discussing everything Arizona Coyotes. It's finally official. There were so many times I wrote down their new division on the board, but the NHL kept changing it, speculation, rumors. Finally, this is the official division, the Wild West division, as it's called. It's called the West Division, obviously. You can't have fun in the NHL. So this is it. Generally, in simplistic terms, this is the easiest division in the league based on the fact that they have three teams, Anaheim, San Jose, LA, that haven't played in 10 months. They haven't played hockey, NHL level, fast-paced hockey in 10 months, and that's going to hurt. I think the only other division close to that is the East. I didn't even read the name, but the division with Buffalo and New Jersey. That's the only other division with one or more teams that they haven't played in 10 months. So they have three of them, the Arizona Coyotes do, and obviously they're going to make the playoffs. The top four teams in each division will make the playoffs in this new format, 56-game season. 56-game season, yes, you heard that right, not 82 games. And right now, I have Arizona as a conservatively placed fourth place, which will guarantee them a spot in the playoffs and face the boogeyman in the Colorado Avalanche once again in the first round of the playoffs. But honestly, I can see the Coyotes pushing for third place, and I'll get into that. But for right now, Coyotes will make it fourth place. Pretty, not a cakewalk. It's going to require some work, but as I talk about these teams, I'm sure you guys will agree with my consensus that the Coyotes are fit, to make the playoffs this year for the second time in a row, and for the second time under special circumstances, they will make the playoffs. So let's go ahead. Avalanche are going to win this division. I think they're the only team in this division right now that is based on just high offense and speed. Vegas, they hit hard. That fourth line, they grind it out. Vegas is a very heavy team, but they also have a lot of scoring power, and they have amazing goaltending. Whereas the Avalanche don't rely too much on their goaltending. Their defense can score a lot. Their forwards are incredible. They could score so many goals so fast. Coyotes fans know this firsthand. So, the Avalanche are kind of an outlier here. These other teams are trying to go fast and high offense, but they're still so young and just starting their rebuild or coming out of their first year of rebuild maybe. But these teams kind of want to get to where the Avalanche are now, and that's why I have the Avalanche up there. Second place is Vegas. These two spots can switch very easily. Vegas, all around amazing team, great goaltending, great defense. They got Pietrangelo. So now Vegas and St. Louis are going to be divisional opponents, where Pietrangelo, their captain, the Blues captain, left to go to Vegas in free agency. Now they're going to face each other so much. So Vegas, second place, they could be first. I could see an argument for them to be first. Third place, St. Louis. I just put them there just based off that they won the Cup 2 years ago. That's it. Honestly, I guess I'll get into goaltending right now. They only have Binnington as their goalie. Jake Allen left to go to Montreal, so they have a rookie backup. You know who else has rookie backups? Minnesota and Anaheim. Ryan Miller is currently a free agent. He's 39 years old. I doubt he comes back to the NHL. But the Blues, the Ducks, and the Wild are all rocking rookie backups. And in a 56-game condensed season where you're going to have a lot of back-to-backs, a lot of games, multiple games throughout the week, facing the same teams, they only face each other in this new division post-COVID format. These teams are only facing each other. They're not flying to other divisions. So you got three teams with rookie goaltender backups, and then you have Arizona with Ronta, Kemper, and Aiden Hill. I mean, the Coyotes are very good and very comfortable with their goaltending situation. Whereas the Blues, the Ducks, and the Wild, they got rookie backups. This could fall apart really easily. LA, you got Quick and Pettersson. I think Pettersson might be a rookie too, but I've seen his name thrown around. And Quick's getting old, so LA's goaltending situation's not the greatest. San Jose picked up Dubnyk, so another kind of trade rivalry here. They're now divisional opponents, where Dubnyk left Minnesota to go to San Jose. So you got Martin Jones and Dubnyk, who had terrible seasons last year. And I mean terrible. They have like the worst starters this year. So I mean, if this was 3-4 years ago, yeah, Martin Jones and Dubnyk would have been killer. But as of like the present reality, those are kind of terrible starters. So if they continue their downward trend, I mean, these goalies are rough, except for Gibson. But like, there's no one to back up Gibson, so he's not playing all 56 games, all those back-to-backs. So the goaltending situation is kind of like interesting for every team except Arizona, Vegas, and the Avalanche. The Avalanche have Grubauer and Francouz, who are both capable goaltenders, not amazing. They're just capable. They'll get them wins. They'll let in less goals as they score. That's the Avalanche goaltending requirement. In terms of offense, Colorado, Vegas, great offense. St. Louis is missing Tarasenko, maybe for a month. He might be coming back mid-February. Alex Steen retired, but he was kind of on the decline anyways. St. Louis has got competent offense. They got Krug now and Justin Folk on their blue line, both offensive defensemen. They lost Pietrangelo, so kind of defensively, maybe St. Louis is starting to gain a weakness. Pietrangelo was an amazing defensive defenseman, but they still have Ryan Dunn and Colton Parayko, so their defense could score, maybe not defend as well as last year, but they're still a threat, even though Coyotes are really good against them. These red numbers here, I'm saying this 7 minutes into the video, these are the Coyotes records against these teams for the past 2 seasons. So their best team they play against is St. Louis, which is weird, but I'll take it. They kind of they have a winning record for every team here except Minnesota. For some reason, Minnesota gives the Coyotes trouble. And in my last video, I talked about the nightmare game where they lost 8-5 to Minnesota. Hopefully this is the year where the Coyotes start to turn the page on Minnesota. They start to win games against Minnesota and start to dominate them. But they're generally good against San Jose, LA. Anaheim gives them trouble sometimes, but that's when the Coyotes are sleeping. The Coyotes should be dominating the Ducks from here on out for a couple more years. Anaheim's rebuilding, San Jose, LA rebuilding, Minnesota's starting to rebuild. They got rid of Eric Stahl, they got Marcus Johansson. They still have a pretty good defense, actually. Stalock is their starter, and Stalock didn't do really well in the play-in round earlier in the year. That was August, so I don't trust Stalock at all. Coyotes are comfortable. They got this. They just got to work hard. They've been training for a month now, since the beginning of December, even into late November, probably after American Thanksgiving. The players all have traveled to Arizona. They're skating. They're practicing together. The camps will officially start late December or maybe the first week of January. But it's going to be a great season. 56 games. It's going to be like a mini round robin where these teams only face each other. They got 4 rebuilding teams to play against. They got to not sleep on any of these games. When they have back-to-backs, they have 2 goalies, 2 really amazing goalies in Raanta and Kemper. Hopefully Raanta doesn't get injured. If this could be the season, Raanta's last season as a Coyote, where he doesn't get injured and Kemper doesn't get injured, watch out. They could take these games. They could push for 3rd place. I doubt they'll get top 2, but just make the playoffs, 3rd place, 4th place. We'll see. In terms of trade deadline and how the Coyotes are going to go throughout this season, if the Coyotes are in a comfortable spot, I think the trade deadline is April 12th. Those 1-year contracts that they have, Stepan, Hjalmarsson, Goligoski, Demers. I think they might all stay if Bill Armstrong and Rick Tocchet look at the standings in April, see the Coyotes have an amazing chance to make the playoffs. Maybe the fans can come back by the time the playoffs come by. Arizona's going to hold on to those expiring veterans and make a push, which makes sense. If for an unfortunate reason, in typical Coyotes fashion, if the Coyotes find themselves in the bottom 2 or 3 by trade deadline, sell off all those contracts, recoup some draft picks. Hopefully it never comes to that. But they got an easy way out. If this 56-game convoluted season ends up being a wash for the Coyotes, they'll still make out like bandits by selling all those contracts for draft picks, recoup their losses, try again for next season when they have 82 games. There's no more COVID, no more special circumstances. I mean, it's kind of a win-win for the Coyotes. I'd rather they push for the playoffs and get even more playoff experience. They face their boogeyman in the Avalanche. There's no running away from the Avalanche this year. It's not like they're in another division. They're going to be facing the Avalanche, five plus times before the playoffs. So they got to exercise that demon, get comfortable playing the Avalanche, know how they play, don't get caught off guard like in the playoffs that just passed in the summer. Just get ready for the Avalanche. They know about Vegas. They know about the rest of these teams. So I like their chances. I'm starting to get excited. 3 more weeks until official hockey. Hopefully the NHL app comes to the PS5. Don't know what's going on with that. But that's it. I'm excited to have hockey back. I'm loving this division. I'm so thankful that they didn't add Dallas to this division because the earlier division projections were saying Dallas was going to be in here, and that would have been much more difficult. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Hockey's back. I hope you guys are excited too. I'll be making much more videos and just getting the hype cycle going. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for